AJ, with my brother Lass. We go way back. One thing about me, you know I got your back. I'm about to spit into the track. Let me take you back where it begins. We're making you.
What if this fight just wasn't entertainment? And what if what happened after the fight wasn't just an accident? Welcome back to Should We Be Worried? Your source for questioning what's really going on behind the scenes and trying to make sense of it all. Happy New Year's and thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, man, we have a very tragic event to discuss. I'm sure you've already heard about the Anthony Joshua accident, what happened recently on his trip back to Nigeria after fighting Jake Paul. Yeah, we have to look into that. We got to try to make sense of it all. Very tragic. We're gonna take a look at a few clips, the fight clips from the fight, and then we'll check out the accident that happened shortly after. Now, before we get started, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're feeling any part of the content, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. It really helps the channel, and man, I appreciate it. Hey, and yo, if you're a new subscriber, special shout out to you. Thanks for joining the family and showing some faith in your boy. It's hard to find genuine support these days, so I really appreciate those of you who subscribe to the channel. I don't take you hitting that subscribe button lightly at all. So let's get right into this. I don't know how many of y'all tuned in to the fight between Anthony AJ Joshua and Jake Paul, but before we even talk about the outcome, let me ask you something. Doesn't it feel like the world's attention keeps getting pulled towards so much entertainment, whether it be social media, whether it be television, whatever kind of media? The world is consumed with sports and entertainment, and it just seems like it keeps people distracted. Despite the wars going on, despite child trafficking, despite famine, despite everything happening globally, I mean, people are just distracted. 33 million people tuned into this fight, and I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm saying that's where a lot of energy went. The fight took place on December 19th and was streamed on Netflix. So for all y'all who invested in Netflix stock, yeah, your portfolio is probably looking real good right now. It probably looking real good. Hold on, man. My wife texted me. Hold on 1 second. Did you get the video I sent? Hold on. Let me text her back real fast, y'all. Yes, sweetie, I got the video. Thank you. Okay, all right. She's so sweet, y'all, man. I gotta tell her I'm working on this video, man. We celebrating our 24-year anniversary this week, so special shout out to the wife and happy anniversary, man. I love you, baby, and I thank you for everything that you do and you helping out the channel. Y'all probably like, man, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't click on this, probably. Hey, man, this YouTube ain't paying me, man. This YouTube ain't paying my bills. So you know, I gotta keep it real with the people that's been keeping it real with me. All right, but all right, back to it. Where was I? All right. So apparently over 33 million viewers tuned in worldwide, making this one of the biggest fights in 2025. So what's crazy is Jake Paul, the influencer, is stepping into the ring with AJ. You know, he's a former two-time heavyweight champion and Olympic gold medalist. So check out a few of these clips from the fight and from clips leading up to the fight and then the fight itself.
You see with Jake, what I learned about Jake is so when you look at the physicality stuff, and as you said, he's looking at my chest, right. I think Jake is someone where I got to beat him mentally because he's a mental person. This is my observation. Mm-hmm. A lot of what Jake's preparation is based around is not only the physical aspects of training, but the way he thinks, meditation, breath work. And if I can break his soul and I can break his mentality, then I've broken Jake. So.
out of Jake Paul, but when he gets caught with his hands down and his chin served on a platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's face. He knew it right away. He said, woo! I know that's Ric Flair, and he came out not to Ric Flair. He came out to Hulk Hogan, but he's up on his feet.
So needless to say, it didn't go too well for our brother Jake. But I want you to look past the knockout just for a second, man. Did you notice anything else about these clips? Did you see how Jake Paul was mocking AJ? Jake Paul approaching the ring dressed as Hulk Hogan attire. You know, that red and yellow that we all used to see Hulk Hogan wear. Now, if you know anything about wrestling, you know that Hulk Hogan was America's #1 superstar. Despite all his racist comments, you know, people of all ages and colors love the patriotism, they love the strength, and they love the image of Hulk Hogan. But Hulk Hogan was a character. Wrestling was fake, it was scripted, all smoke and mirrors. So my question is, was Jake Paul paying tribute to Hulk Hogan just for fun? Or was he representing America? You know, a fake superstar, an illusion. Is this the new Hollywood? I mean, I can go down a long road with this, a real long road. I mean, one could argue that just like America is a bunch of smoke and mirrors, so is Jake Paul, and so is Hulk Hogan. So what does this all represent? What do you think it represents? Let me know in the comments what y'all think this represents. Now let's talk about AJ. Anthony is wise, he's composed, he talks a lot about energy, and I spiritually, I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Anthony sounds woke. Anthony sounds real woke, and salute to this brother. I think he definitely sets a good example, and no disrespect to him or Jake Paul in this video. No disrespect to either of them, but the energy and all this just don't sit well with me. I was really trying not to make this video, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Just check out these clips and listen closely to what AJ says.
You see with Jake, what I learned about Jake is, so when you look at the physicality stuff, and as you said, he's looking at my chest, I think Jake is someone where I got to beat him mentally because he's a mental person. This is my observation. A lot of what Jake's preparation is based around is not only the physical aspects of training, but the way he thinks, meditation, breath work. And if I can break his soul and I can break his mentality, then I've broken Jake. So this is why it's going to be an interesting fight, because I don't look at it from a physical standpoint. I know the person that's in front of me, and I know that I got to break it. That's what I said, I got to take his soul. It's not just physical, I got to take your soul in the ring.
Only person that can do that is God.
I knew he was going to say that.
Is he with your brain? No, I don't know. That's what I was going to ask, is how do you plan on doing that? Like, when is it going to start? I mean, obviously in the fights are different, you know? But, I mean, when are you going to start taking it?
I've just seen in fights when I can see someone's, let's call it energy, frequency leaving their body. And that's what my goal is to do the same to you. You have that instinct. You can see it. When you're fighting, you can just see a small glimmer of someone that's just about to start fading. And then you just keep exploiting that, keep exploiting that until some people will give up, some people get knocked out and figure out. But as I said, for me, it's not just going in there and being dominating physically. I want to break him down spiritually and mentally.
That's some deep boxing you just broke down.
Yeah.
If you remember what I said, I did say to you is that, Jake, what's going to happen? I'm going to see a time when I'm going to take your soul and you're either going to give up or you're going to get knocked out.
I got to take his soul. When you're fighting, you can just see a small glimmer of someone that's just about to start fading. Some people will give up, some people get knocked out.
Flawless victory, fatality. Flawless victory, fatality.
So what stood out to y'all? What stood out to y'all? I'm gonna tell you what stood out to me. What stood out to me was, I'm going to take his soul. Some people brush that off. Some people say it's just fight talk, but words matter. Energy matters. And with 33 million people focused on that moment, that energy just doesn't disappear. AJ ends up knocking Jake Paul out. And one could argue he did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He took that boy's soul. So the fight ends, crowd cheers, and everybody moves on. But shortly after the fight, tragedy strikes. AJ is traveling back home to Nigeria. Both his parents are Nigerian, by the way. Despite his accent, he was raised in the UK, but he is Nigerian, and Nigeria is his home. And so then the car accident happens, where he loses two close friends, his strength and conditioning coach and his personal trainer, close friend. For me, that's two souls lost.
Anthony Joshua's close friend and longtime coach joined the heavyweight boxer out in Nigeria for a heartbreaking reason. It has now been revealed. 36-year-old Sinagami has been hailed as an angel by his heartbreaking uncle after he was killed in a car crash out in Nigeria alongside friend Latif Las Ayadeli. Sina and Laz were sitting on the opposite side of the car to Joshua as the pair died instantly when their Lexus SUV smashed into a parked truck. Tributes have poured in from all corners of the boxing world for the beloved duo. Sina's uncle, shouldwebeworried, says his nephew was far more than just a client to Joshua, as he revealed the touching reason why he joined the Olympian on the trip. Both Joshua and Latif shared Nigerian family roots and would often go back to the West African nation to be with their loved ones. But Sina, the owner of a major gym group in the UK, came along as he didn't want AJ to ever be alone during their planned week-long trip. Shirai told The Times they were friends, Anthony Joshua and Sina. They worked together, but they began as friends. Even on this trip, he didn't want him to be alone, so he went with him. Joshua is continuing to recover from the fatal crash out in Nigeria, as he revealed on Tuesday, "I feel pain all over my body." Sources close to the 36-year-old British fighter told The Sun that AJ had searing pain in his knees and cried out in agony as he was rescued from the wreckage of the Lexus 4x4 on Monday. Despite his injuries, tests have revealed Joshua suffered no fractures. The star will remain in hospital, however, over the new year, while medics and his mum keep an eye on him and carry out any further tests. Joshua's promoters Matchroom declined to comment on his injuries, but did confirm Anthony is in a stable condition and will remain there for observation. Joshua was just inches away from death after a car carrying the Olympic gold medalist slammed into a parked lorry on the notoriously dangerous Lagos-Ibadan expressway. Nigerian police confirmed the crash was caused by a tyre blowout yesterday. Early investigations claimed the driver lost control after the tyre burst because of excessive speed, the police chiefs have claimed. AJ and the local hired driver managed to climb out of the wreckage safely, while Sina and Laz, who were both sitting on the opposite side of the car, are believed to have died instantly. The trio were on holiday together after having just arrived in Nigeria and were on their way to AJ's family home for New Year celebrations. The crash came just 10 days after AJ celebrated knocking out YouTube star Jake Paul in a money-spinning bout in the US. Insiders now fear the grief and mental scars from the road tragedy could put a potential mega fight from bitter UK rival Tyson Fury in serious jeopardy. They are said to be more concerned by AJ's mental scars. Their return to the ring unclear, without the two pals who are always in his corner as his career skyrocketed.
So I have to ask, is there a connection? Is there a connection? AJ talks about taking the soul, and then shortly after, two souls are taken. I'm not saying AJ caused anything. I'm not saying Jake Paul caused anything. I'm not saying either of them knew anything, but I'm saying timing matters. I just wonder sometimes if that energy was upset with him, it was something more than what the eye sees going on. It's something more going on in this situation than what our eyes can see. You know, my grandmother used to always tell me, pay attention to what disturbs your spirit. And this one to me is really disturbing. Let's take it a step further. You know, what did America do to Nigeria on Christmas? They allegedly bombed a terrorist group accused of attacking Christians. Man, I'm not making this stuff up. You don't have to believe what I believe, but I hope we're at least asking the question. I hope we're at least paying attention and observing this energy and this synchronicity, even if it's just quietly, even if it's internally. Is all this energy, the fight, the symbolism, the timing, the tragedy, is it all a distraction from something bigger going on in the world? Is there a hidden power keeping people asleep, displaying symbols, conducting rituals in plain sight? Or is it all a coincidence? I'm not here to tell you what to think. I just want us to think. So that's it for this one. I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know. Should we be worried? Peace.
It's AJ with my brother Laz. We go way back. One thing about me, you know I got your back. I'm about to spit it to the track. Let me take you back where it begins. We're making do while getting rid of our sins. Praying every day, trying to get rid of gins. Let me take you back to humble beginnings. All we do is win, win, win and win. Trying to get to heaven, praying 7-Eleven. We might as well take a trip to Devon. We're in Morocco, time's not borrow. We're moving solo, man get hit with the follow. Chilling, I'm in white, I stay fly low. OGWD, no I'm in golden screen. AJ, BX, N to the G. You can't see me or L-A-T to the C. That spells nuts, you know I like to rap. I hustle so hard, fam, that is a fact. As I said, for my family, for my gang. sleep, yeah? Probably like 4 in the morning. The speakers play, I think, verses from the Quran, or it's like a call to prayer. And so I get out of my bed and I'm like, no, let me start praying. And since I've been here, I've prayed like every day, bro. Every day. Like, it's definitely helped me become closer to God. Whether you're a believer or not, whether you're someone who meditates, it's definitely helped me mentally become closer to my spiritual self as well.